What did you tell him about these?
Nothing.
Not to anyone?
But just Lakin. But you know what it looks like, just like I do.
Damn it, Ted. Why'd you have to get into hand-to-hand combat with the girl?
Mason, I told you. She stole my bracelet and then she dared me to do something about it. Come on, man. How was I supposed to know she was going to go crazy on me? I mean, she's got this whole thing in her head that we're supposed to be in love with her and that the bracelet belonged to her.
Well, she didn't make up the rape, not from what I saw in the police photographs.
Well, maybe not, but it wasn't me, Mason. Look, man, if you don't believe me, I can get someone else.
Oh, shut up, Ted. Of course I believe you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. I only defend real criminals if they're rich. Where'd you go after you left Christie?
Went back to the apartment.
And nobody saw you between then and the time I found you asleep?
Look, if I'd known I need a witness, I would have done some visiting. But I didn't. Is it that bad?
No, not yet. I'll go get bail so that you can get out of here. In the meantime, you forget how to talk, okay? Don't say anything to anybody. We're lucky Christie will have gotten all the attention she wanted. Won't compound the lie by pressing charges. Don't go anywhere.
It won't be what you think, Christie. They have laws to protect victims against this sort of thing in court.
Rape. Call it what it is, Steve.
You'll have to make a statement, sign a few papers. But, well, you don't have to press charges at all. You can drop the whole thing, but... Oh, damn it, what kind of assistant DA would let a man do that to his own sister and then walk away?
Steve. Christie, you don't have to make a decision right now. You do have to make one eventually, though.
Mary, wouldn't you just drop it and try to forget about it?
Why?
Well, isn't that what you do? Out of, Christian charity and forgiveness and everything?
Christie, it's not wrong to stand up for yourself. People are responsible for what they do.
But what about turning the other cheek and loving the people even if they hurt you? Don't you think that's what I should do?
No. No, I think Ted should be punished for what he did to you.
See? I wanted to show you a minute. It's the hospital's alcoholic rehabilitation program. I guess that's what I am, an alcoholic. Not even anonymous, since everybody knew, but me. The nurse downstairs said, here it is. They're going to have one of their meetings tomorrow morning, and I'm going to be at it. You deserve a real mother to see you through this. And if you can be strong, baby, so can I.
Actually, Theta, Christie's not sure she wants to press charges after all.
Well, of course she does. Well, what would people think if she didn't? I mean, well, they think what they always think, that it's the girl's fault and that she brought it on herself.
We know that's not true.
Don't be afraid, Christie, of anything. We're going to be right here with you, all of us. I know we haven't always been the family we could have been for you, but we'll make up for it now. I give you my solemn promise. This is the last thing you're going to have to face alone.
I don't know. Could I have a little bit of time alone to think about it?
Of course, honey.
We're going to be right outside.
You think. Bad dream?
Please, Steve, just go outside.
I'm here because I'm concerned. Why do you always think I'm going to hit you? All I ever wanted was the best for you. All I ever wanted to do was treat you like a queen, give you everything, but you wouldn't let me. Why? Why wouldn't you?
I don't know.
I am sorry about what happened. I never wanted it to be like that. You shouldn't have said those things. You hurt me very badly, Christy.
I hurt you.
I heard you with Ted Capel. You didn't know that, did you? I knew what you were trying to do with him. You know how that made me feel? And you refused. That's why you clawed him, wasn't it? It wasn't just a bracelet.
Aren't these the prettiest flowers you've ever seen? They have the sweetest little girl downstairs selling flowers and all kinds of things. Reminds me of you when you just started high school. Of course, you were pretty. I just wanted to buy a present for my baby with all the money I won't be spent on you-know-what anymore. Well, I see you two are deep in discussion. I don't want to interrupt.
No, Mom. Stay.
You listen to your brother. He's gonna fix everything. This family knows how to rally round when there's a need. Praise God, we have a lawyer in the family. I couldn't be any prouder of you if you were my own flesh and blood.
Why are you doing this? Why do you have to push us to court? Isn't it enough I lied in the
You
first
shouldn't
place?
let him touch you, Christy.
Who?
What was he like in bed?
I never slept with Ted.
You said he was your boyfriend, and I know what boyfriend means to you.
He wasn't. I was just saying that.
He deserves to be punished, as if being a Capel gave him the right.
He didn't do anything.
Rapist is the lowest creature on earth. People don't like to see them walk free. What kind of prosecutor would I be if I let that happen? Ted'd be safe in jail. If he gets off, who knows? Someone might take the law into their own hands. Ted wouldn't have a chance.
Steve, don't do anything to him, please.
It's what
He didn't
will happen
do
if he
anything.
goes free. The whole family's behind you, Christy. Even Theta's turning over a new leaf. Lots depending on you. Ted too, in a way. You rest.
Dr. Carolyn Frieders to nurse's station. Dr. Carolyn Frieders to nurse's station.
Mary? I'm sorry. How's Christy?
Don't you go near her, Mason.
Fine, I won't. How is she?
How do you think? Don't worry. There's been no decision made about pressing charges. That's why you're here, isn't it?
Yes, and to see you.
Why? Thought I'd be easy prey? Oh, yeah, get to Mary. She's religious. She should be a pushover. Talk to her about loving kindness, about mercy, about mistakes people make when they're young.
Ted didn't do it. That's the only mistake that's been made.
Yeah, well, the lab reports say otherwise, and the bruises on my sister's body say otherwise.
He didn't touch her. It's true there was an argument. Seems that Christy had some sort of crush on Ted, and it stole...
Don't you dare make it sound like something you can explain away. Brutality like that cannot be explained. I've seen more than my share of evil in the world. I never understood until today. People came to me for counseling. God help me. What did I know? Came to me with the same hurt expression on their face they've had for 30 years, telling me how their fathers beat them and threw them out in the street, how their husbands and wives stole their money from them, came at them with knives. I was trained as a counselor. I had a very professional training. And I never felt in my heart the passions of those people that I counseled until today. And now I know that there are some things that cannot be undone. Do you understand that? Do you?
Yeah.
I never did. I thought that there was nothing that couldn't be taken away with time, with prayer. Even this feeling I have inside, this rage that I've had since the moment I saw her. I don't want it taken away. And if it destroys me, I'm going to hang on to it. I'm going to protect it like it's something precious. Long after your brother has been locked away, hopefully for the rest of his life. And I'm going to remember how something violent and selfish and filthy can change the world forever. Right or wrong, I am not going to forgive your brother. Never thought I'd say that. I've changed.
Mary, I have felt that.
Please leave me alone.
That feeling of rage you're talking about? Obsession, vengeance? Not without some feeling of guilt, mind you. If you knew my father, you don't... Well, that's not important. I do know what it is to feel powerless, though.
Oh, do you?
Yes. It's how I feel about what's happening to my brother right now. Look, just because you've discovered injustice doesn't mean it's your private property.
Is there a point to this? You want an apology?
No. There's no reason why you shouldn't be just like the rest of the human race. Pain makes people selfish, believe me, I know.
Don't try to manipulate me. Ted's gonna be prosecuted if I have anything to say about it.
Look, would you think about somebody else for a change? Not Ted, not me. Christy? I haven't seen her, you have. I can only imagine what state she's in.
Oh, can you really? Well, I'm a practicing nurse, and I've seen rape victims brought into emergency rooms, sometimes 2 and 3 a night, but I have never seen a little girl, in that condition. And I'm not talking about just physically.
Do you really think it's going to do her state of mind any good to have this trumpeted in the press? To have every detail of her private life dragged out in court?
Oh, that's a wonderful argument, Mason. Just keep quiet, just let it go, because doing the right thing might hurt a little bit. What kind of a man are you? You really think that Christy and I have so little backbone that we'd be afraid to stand up in front of the whole world if we needed to tell the truth?
And what makes you so sure you know what the truth is, sister? Your cross? Your habit? I don't remember hearing that nuns were infallible.
If you're really so concerned about Christy's well-being at a trial, why don't you do the decent thing and tell your brother to confess?
Women Against Rape?
I called them Christy. I thought maybe someone outside the family could help without being so emotional, I guess.
I don't know. I get pretty emotional myself when I see something like this. Are you okay? I mean outside. Anything broken?
No.
Good. Do you have a job to go back to?
No, not anymore.
All for the good. More time to read dumb magazines and go dancing. Do you have someplace to stay?
Well, sure you do. You can come back to Ventura with us, or else you could stay with Steve.
That's her stepbrother.
Mm-hmm. Or I could try to help you find a place here in town if you want to stay on your own.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, there is one favor you could do for us, miss. Will you please tell Christy that the best thing she can do for herself, and Lord knows for her reputation, is to press charges against that animal?
No, I won't. That has to be Christy's choice. The reason she's here is because someone wouldn't respect her right to say no. I don't think anybody else should do that to her again. And Christy, remember, the only reputation that's going to suffer is his. But if you decide to, you just let me know. And you can have a rape counselor right by your side through the whole legal process.
Thanks.
I'll be back.
Listen, miss, could we buy you a cup of coffee? You seem to know a lot about this.
Sure.
We'll be right downstairs, honey.
I'm sorry. I didn't realize. Lincoln, I'd rather be alone right now. I am sorry about what happened, Christy. But you and I both know that Ted did not do it, so why are you saying that he did?
Mason, what the hell are you still hanging around for? You go anywhere near that room to try to intimidate my
please,
sister. I swear
Bassett,
I've
I've heard it already. And why are you dragging your feet about setting Ted's bail?
Is it my fault Judge Lambert's sick?
And the Judge Greenwald couldn't be reached? I don't know, is it?
Capo. You're just used to getting your own way, aren't you? Well, those days are over.
Oh, Bassett, you're new in town, aren't you? Nobody told you that a reign of terror won't play in Santa Barbara. Well, you better watch your step. It's a long way to fall. Trust me, I know.
Is it because Ted caught you stealing? I know all about it, Christy. And this is your way of getting back at him, right? You don't have to answer me, but I know what I know, and so do you. What is it? Is it me that you're trying to get back at? You always made such a big deal out of my house and my jewelry and my clothes. Christy, my life is not much different from yours. I want the same things you do. I want to be loved, to belong to someone somewhere. Don't take those away from me because you don't have them. What is it you want? Do you want money?
Lincoln, if you treat me like a slut, what does that make you?
That's what happened, isn't it? One of those men that you slept with who gives you things went a little too far, got out of hand, right? And you had to say something, so you said, Ted, because you have this fantasy
How
about
dare
it.
you?
And there wasn't even a rape, was there?
Stop it! Look at this. Does this look like a fantasy to you? Get out of here.
I'm sorry.
Get out!
I'm sorry!
Me too.
Lakin?
What?
What did she say?
She didn't say anything.
What did you find out? Did you find out why? What she wants out
I
of
don't
all
know. Ted was right. I shouldn't have come. I think I made things worse.
this? Well, did you find out if she wants to prosecute or if it's Steve pushing her into it?
I don't know. I know less than I knew before. I'm sorry. I'm gonna get back to Ted.
Is that her?
No, it's okay. Thanks.
How many times have I asked you that today?
I don't care as long as you hear me.
I guess nobody really knows where anybody else hurts, huh? Which doesn't seem fair when it's somebody that you love. I mean, we all call in these experts, like that counselor. People call me sometimes, and I go in and ask a lot of questions. But it all boils down to, does that hurt? I haven't met an expert yet who knows what to do about it. Oh, Christy, I'm so sorry we've been pushing you. You know, we've been jumping to these conclusions about what you should do and how you should feel, and it's because we hurt too. But all you really have to do is tell the truth. Everything else is going to fall into place.
I used to tell you a lot of things that I'd never told anybody else, Mary.
Yeah, you still can. Such innocent little things you used to tell me, like they were the worst secrets in the world.
Well, have you had time to think?
About what?
You know what Steve means, baby.
I can't hold off a bail hearing forever. That boy's got a reckoning coming. You decide. Change your story. Ted will be hurt. I want to be able to tell the judge what I plan to do and why.
Someone might take the law into their own hands. Ted wouldn't have a chance.
You've got the whole family behind you, Christy. Especially me. You just say the word and we go to court.
All right. All right, okay. I'll do it.
You're doing the right thing, baby. You're doing the right thing, and I'm so proud. And don't you worry. That's what judges and lawyers like Steve are for. Justice protects innocent people like us.